Alright, it's only me. I've come back on. I was away out there with the dog. We were away up the Kerlaw and everything, man. What a cracking day it's turned out to be the day with lovely, crisp, golden winter sunshine. Too good to waste. Although it's pretty cold out there. Very, very cold, in fact. But the Wayne's coming in for corned beef hash for dinner tonight. So I've just got time in the meantime to fit in and talk about the recording I did. When would this have been? This would have been about last Thursday or something. This was one of the last ones I did. Dancing in Your Grave, the Motörhead song for the album Another Perfect Day. This one nearly never got done because it's flawed, because there's a couple of mistakes on it, because that's the thing when you're recording things by yourself and you're playing all the parts. Once you've put something down, you need to get it accurate the first time before you start adding the layers or the whole thing's mucked up. So anybody that really knows the song will notice at the beginning there is a mistake, and then the guitar solo has been cut down because I haven't put enough. I lost count of how many times it was going round. See, I mean, I think I tracked the bass out probably in October or whatever. I was just laying a whole bunch of stuff down that I could just remember how to play. Because that was the thing, was the challenge of doing it is not to listen to the thing, because then you end up with a carbon copy. It's like trying to remember how it goes, and then at the end of it seeing how close you got it. Whereas there are a couple like this in Living in the Past and Outlaw. I'm trying what else about it. And I've got 2 or 3, not that many, where I just got to hang. The way I remembered it was just a wee bit wrong, but I had to work round about it, which I did there. Hang on a minute, I need to shut this door, man, because the dog just walked in, I had a drink of water, and then walked back out and left the flipping door open, and it's flipping clean. You're a bang, Connie! He's a nosy git, man. He thought I was in here talking to somebody. But anyway, I'll get through this one real quick. It's the same as usual. Tracks 1 and 2 there. 1 double track guitars playing pretty much the same thing. 3 and 4 the bass. 5 lead vocal. 8 bit of backing vocal, which basically on the line of the song. The title. And then we've got the guitar solo in here, so a quick play through it, and then we'll talk about how we play. Right on that play. It's actually just like 2 guitars. In the coal mine.
All you had was a bankroll, babe, and a glint in your eye. I'm high stepping like an Indian brave. I'm the one dancing on your
Keep you open and shutting high in there, that a la filthy animal Taylor up the stairs with the wee drums. Right, you're looking up the guitar solo here, which is on track 7. Change a bit, but I think the guts are the making Big bends and sustains in there. And it feels really... It just runs out for there, but I mean, pretty good track. But I mean, this one was really a coda at the end. This one could have easily have no got done, but I mean, I made the best of what I had on it, because I mean, I didn't nail the tempo either. It should actually be a couple of beats per minute faster. But this thing with covers again, unless you want like a carbon copy, then you need to try and do your own thing with it, and then so who knows, maybe folk might like it, maybe breathe a bit better being a wee tiny bit slower. I usually talk about how to play a song. It's in the key of A here, and you're playing this A, C and D thing at the beginning with this, and then you go up here with this. It should actually be for the beginning, but I'm not playing it clean. There's a clean guitar at the beginning on the Motörhead one, but I just kept it all quite dirty. So you're just doing that. And then we get into this. And then that takes you all the way through a guitar solo, except for the guitar. When you come into the guitar solo, you're going here, changing to a D flat up to an F sharp, so you've got this. And like everything on the Another Perfect Day album, the guitar solo is just going forever and ever and ever. When you think of Fast Eddie Clarke, 15-20 seconds, in and out, get the job done. But with it, Brian Robertson, Ken, I'm sure he was taking the piss, man, because some of these guitar solos just going forever and ever and ever. And that wasn't like, I wasn't trying to cut it down when I done my inversion. I just lost count of how many times I'd went round with it. So then when it actually come to do the guitar solo, I had to work out what it was I was going to cut out in order to keep the thing to sound what it was meant to sound like, which is just like a kind of pentatonic minor and the old D flat there, where you start off with this. Now it's meant to go on in a wee bit there, but then that was where I make the jump there at the end. You go into a key of E, so I had to just like jump straight from there to there and then just do this. And then back into that, and then there's a guitar solo at the end, but it doesn't change key. It stays in the hang where you start off with that slide in. And then just hitting on the E at the end. So let's have a quick play through of this, and then we'll talk about the bass. And then I need to peel the tatties, man, because I need to get this corned beef hash happening. Which, Ken, I was telling, I was up seeing a couple of my cousins earlier on. And when I told them I was having like corned beef hash, they were like, that's like invalid food. And I was like, no, it's not, it's corned beef hash. So you don't need to chew it or anything. Right, here we go, man. This is Dancing on Your Grave song. that's how you play the guitar part, kinda. Did stick a couple of bum notes in there, but that's well. Shit happens. I'm going to switch around and do the bass now. Which the bass is just like the usual Motörhead bass. Just driving everything pure on. Yeah, I need to change the sound over here. There we go. Guitars off, bass off. No, aye. Right, so when you're coming in here, the guitar plays that wee jangly motif 3 times, and then when you come in, you're coming in on the D up to the E with this. Oh, and then that does you through the verses, and then when you come to the guitar solo, you're just going for this B up to D flat thing with this, and E to F sharp. I think I did it 6 times. But anyway, when you're coming out to it, you just end up, you go into the E with the... And then it's up down to the D with this. So let's have a play through it, man. This is good fun. Should have been a wee bit faster, but it wasn't, but well. I forgot about that bit at the end there. When you come in there at the end, you get this big mad chord hang on the bass where you're... that kind of thing. Which is just like a kind of E sus for straight E. And you do it for the 9th here, or your 11th, sorry, and then back up. So anyway, that's how you play Dancing on Your Grave for the Another Perfect Day album. I'll get through all of these. Once I get through all of these, I can forget about it and then go and do something else. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I better go and put these tatties on, man. And remember the gravy and the beans. Keep listening to Motörhead.